Nurturing the soul in retirement, when mental health support is still scarce. An opening note of reflection today. I want you to pause for a moment. Take a slow breath. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Now, ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you truly felt okay? Not just the usual, "I'm fine" when someone asks, but genuinely peaceful, calm, and enough. If you have to think long and hard, or maybe you don't even know the answer, then today's story might just be a small space to begin healing. Because growing older doesn't mean we stop feeling. Our souls, like our bodies, need care, not just patience. The awakening moment. Hello, I'm Ordinary People, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Thank you for being here today. I want to invite you to reflect with me on a topic we often hide behind polite smiles and the phrase, "I'm fine." It's about mental health in retirement, especially when support feels so scarce. When loneliness creeps in quietly. When anxiety or a sense of lost direction hangs without a name. Here's a simple truth to start with. Being a senior doesn't mean we stop feeling. We remain fully human, with all the depth of thoughts, memories, and hopes that never retire. In the next half hour, we'll explore the emotional journey of retirement, backed by science and real stories, and discover practical ways to nurture your soul during this profound life transition. The awakening of curiosity. Retirement is often seen as a time of rest and reward, but it's really a major emotional transition, a psychosocial shift, as Dr. Nancy Schlossberg describes it. It's not just about leaving a job, it's about reshaping identity. We're no longer the teacher, the nurse manager, or the senior executive. We're simply ourselves, and that can feel confusing. As children grow up, friends move away or pass on, and the world seems to speed up. Many retirees report feeling disconnected from others and even from themselves. Dr. Robert J. Waldinger, who leads the Harvard study of adult development, reminds us that the quality of our relationships, not wealth or status, is the greatest predictor of happiness and health in later life. Yet, in retirement, social circles often shrink and meaningful connections can become scarce. Dr. Lovra Carstensen's socio-emotional selectivity theory adds another layer. As we age, we tend to focus more on emotionally meaningful relationships and experiences. This is a natural, protective shift, but it also means we need fewer, deeper connections rather than many acquaintances. Unfortunately, mental health support systems often overlook these nuances. In the U.S., only about 2% of psychologists specialize in elder care. In many European countries, such as Germany and Italy, programs for senior mental health remain limited, and stigma still blocks many from seeking help. Rural areas, whether in Iowa or Galicia, Spain, often lack any psychological services for elders. Yet, despite these challenges, there is hope. Science and lived experience show us that we are not powerless. We can build new paths to emotional well-being in retirement. Insight 1. Build emotional connection circles. One of the most powerful tools for mental health in retirement is what Dr. Waldinger calls close relationships. But this isn't about having a large social network. It's about creating what I call emotional connection circles. These are small, trusted people in your life with whom you can share your true feelings, your worries, your sadness, your loneliness, without fear of judgment. Practical steps. Identify 1 or 2 people you trust deeply. It might be a family member, an old friend, or someone from a community group. Set a weekly routine to connect, whether by phone, video chat, or in person. Make it a safe space for honest conversation. If you're online, consider joining reflective groups like The Grand Connection or local retiree forums where sharing is encouraged. In Europe, programs like Seniorenberatung in Germany or Silverline in the UK offer confidential emotional support for seniors. Remember, it's not about quantity but quality. Emotional intimacy heals in ways casual socializing cannot. Dr. Waldinger's decades-long research reminds us, The warmth of close relationships protects our brains and hearts. Insight 2. Meaningful activities as soul therapy. Another remedy for the emotional challenges of retirement is engaging in meaningful activities. Dr. Lavra, Karstensen and Dr. Becca Levy's research shows that purposeful engagement can reduce symptoms of mild to moderate depression. Retirement frees time, but it can also bring a void if that time isn't filled with what truly matters to you. Finding or rediscovering meaningful projects can be profoundly healing. Here's how you can start. Begin a meaning project that resonates with you: writing family memoirs, gardening for your grandchildren, crafting items for charity, or volunteering for causes close to your heart. Embrace Dr. Richard Leider's 3 M's philosophy: meaning, mattering, and movement. Create a life that feels meaningful, makes you feel important, and keeps you physically active. These activities aren't just hobbies. They are therapies for the soul, helping to heal invisible wounds and foster a sense of purpose. Dr. Levy emphasizes, when we believe our lives matter, our mental health flourishes. Insight 3. Embrace technology for mental health support. In our digital age, technology can be a bridge to mental health resources that might otherwise be out of reach. Online therapy and support groups, designed specifically for seniors, are growing rapidly. Here's what you can explore. In the U.S., platforms like Talkspace for Seniors, BetterHelp, and Medicare Advantage now cover online counseling tailored to older adults. In Europe, apps such as MoodPath, Wobot, and MindDistrict offer user-friendly, elder-friendly mental health tools. Ask your family doctor about tele-counseling options or community-based therapy referrals. The World Health Organization's 2022 study confirms that online therapy effectively reduces loneliness and anxiety among seniors, especially when in-person access is limited. Embracing technology is not about replacing human connection, but expanding the ways we can receive support. Remember Dr. Mo Wang's words: adaptability and openness to new tools empowers seniors to take control of their mental wellness. Insight 4. Practice mindfulness and emotional awareness. Mindfulness, the practice of being present and aware without judgment, has profound benefits for emotional health and retirement. It helps us recognize and accept difficult feelings without being overwhelmed. Scientific studies show mindfulness reduces anxiety, depression, and stress, especially in older adults facing life changes. Simple ways to practice. Dedicate a few minutes each day to mindful breathing or meditation. Apps like Headspace or Calm have elder-friendly guided sessions. Keep an emotional journal to track your feelings and reflect on patterns. Practice gentle yoga or Tai Chi, which combine movement with mindfulness. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg highlights that emotional awareness is key to navigating transitions. Understanding what we feel is the first step toward healing. Mindfulness invites us to hold our emotions with kindness, creating space for growth and peace. Insight 5. Cultivate a growth mindset about aging. How we think about aging deeply affects our mental health. Dr. Becca Levy's research reveals that seniors with a positive, growth-oriented mindset about aging experience better health outcomes and longer lifespans. Instead of seeing retirement as an end, view it as a new chapter filled with opportunities to learn, create, and evolve. Practical tips. Challenge negative stereotypes about aging when they arise in your mind or conversations. Set small goals for learning new skills, whether it's digital literacy, a musical instrument, or a new language. Surround yourself with stories and people who celebrate aging as a time of wisdom and contribution. Dr. Ken Dykewald reminds us, aging is not about surviving. It's about growing in wisdom and compassion for ourselves. This mindset shift can transform fear and sadness into curiosity and hope. The final light. Let's deepen our understanding with some cutting-edge science. Recent studies explore how psychological resilience in retirement is linked to brain health and social engagement. Dr. Mo Wang's research on aging workers shows that those who proactively manage their retirement Transition by seeking new roles and social connections, maintain better cognitive function and emotional well-being. Dr. Becca Levy's work on stereotype embodiment theory explains how internalized ageism can literally affect our brain's stress responses, accelerating decline. But the reverse is also true. Positive self-perceptions can protect brain health. Moreover, Dr. Robert Waldinger's longitudinal studies reveal that emotional intimacy and social support physically shape our brains, reducing inflammation and promoting neural growth well into old age. This science reminds us that our mental health is not fixed, it's shaped daily by our relationships, beliefs, and actions. From knowing to becoming. As we come to the close of our time together, let's remember the heart of what we've explored. Retirement is not a quiet surrender, but a profound transformation. You are still the same person with the same capacity to love, to grow, and to heal. Your feelings are valid, your struggles real, but so is your strength. Building emotional connections, engaging in meaningful activities, embracing technology, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating a positive mindset are not just strategies, they are acts of self-love. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg reminds us, transitions can be painful, but they also open doors to new possibilities. May you find peace in your journey, courage in your challenges, and hope in every new day. Until the next reflection. Before we part, I want to leave you with a question to carry in your heart. What if the place you thought was your sanctuary, your home, could sometimes feel unsafe? Not because of storms or strangers, but because of the quiet fears that come with aging. Fear of falling, fear of being alone, fear of not being heard. In our next session, we will explore how to reclaim safety and peace in your own home, how to make your space truly a refuge for your heart and mind. For now, I invite you to take one small step. Reach out to someone today. Share a thought, a feeling, or simply say hello. Because connection is the first step toward healing. Thank you for sharing your time with me, ordinary people. You are worthy of being heard, loved, and feeling whole. If this message touched you, please like, share, and subscribe. And tap the bell icon to join us again on this journey of growing, healing, and thriving. Remember, the soul does not retire. It still seeks beauty, meaning, and connection every single day.